Everyone in the village thought Mama Emeka was just a poor old market woman, until the day her secret shook the entire community. In the heart of Umuoko village, where the morning sun always kissed the earth gently, lived Mama Emeka. She was a short, round-faced woman with strong arms and a deep voice. Every day, she tied her faded ankara wrapper, lifted her woven basket, and walked to the village market. To most people, Mama Emeka was just another old market woman selling pepper, tomatoes, and dry fish. Her stall was small, and her prices were fair. She never shouted or begged customers like others. Instead, she simply smiled and waited. Children loved her because she always had sweets in her pockets. But the adults whispered, "How does she always look so happy? No husband, no child, no family, yet she glows." Some said she was a witch. Others said she once had a husband who left her with nothing. A few even believed she had gone mad from grief. But no one truly knew her story. Mama Emeka lived in a mud house at the edge of the village, near the river path. She had goats, chickens, and a dog named Toby. Every evening, she cooked a small pot of soup and hummed songs from long ago. One rainy morning, a young woman named Ada came to the market, crying. Her husband had died in an accident, leaving her with 2 children and no money. While others turned their heads, Mama Emeka called Ada to her stall. She gave her 2 baskets full of vegetables and fish. "Take, sell, feed your children, come back tomorrow." Ada was shocked. "Mama, I don't have money. I can't pay you." Mama Emeka simply waved her off. "Your tears are payment enough. Just promise me you'll rise again." The market buzzed with whispers. "That old woman has done it again. Where does she get all this kindness from?" Over the months, Ada turned her life around. She became a strong trader and never forgot Mama Emeka's kindness. As time passed, many more stories like Ada's came to light. Mama Emeka had quietly helped over 10 women rebuild their lives. Some she gave goods to. Others, she gave money. People began to wonder, how did this simple woman have so much to give? Her stall remained the same. Her clothes never changed. She didn't even own a phone. One evening, after the market closed, the village youth decided to follow her. They were curious. Maybe she was doing rituals. Maybe she had hidden money somewhere. Mama Emeka walked slowly, with Toby at her side, down the dusty path to her home. The boys hid behind trees, watching. At her hut, she opened her door and greeted a picture frame on the wall. "My dear Olamide, another day well spent." The boys leaned closer to the window, peeking through a crack in the wall. They saw her kneel beside a large wooden chest. She opened it. Inside were bundles of naira notes, more than they had ever seen. One of the boys gasped, and Mama Emeka turned quickly. "Who's there?" she shouted. The boys ran, but one, Kunle, tripped and fell. She caught him gently. "So you want to know my secret, eh?" She didn't beat him or report him. She made him sit and drink water. Then, she told him a story. "I was once like you," she began. "Young, full of dreams. I studied banking in Lagos. Married a good man." Her eyes watered. "We had a daughter. Her name was Ife. Smart and kind. But fate had plans. Her husband and daughter died in a car crash. She had just gotten a promotion. But what is success without your loved ones? She left Lagos, sold her car, sold her gold, bought land in Umuoko, built a small house. I invested the rest. I saved. I lived small so I could help big." Kunle was speechless. "Why didn't you tell anyone?" Mama Emeka smiled. "Because people don't need to know your story to receive your kindness." The next day, Kunle told the story to his friends. The tale spread like wildfire. People came to her hut, apologizing for judging her. Some brought gifts. Others came for advice. Mama Emeka welcomed all. But she warned, "Don't praise me. Let your hands be busy helping others too." She started teaching young women and men about saving, investing, and hard work. Every Sunday, her compound became a place of learning. She called it, the Giving Corner. Soon, the village changed. People began helping one another. The market women formed a cooperative. The youth started a savings group. Even the local chief came to thank her. Mama Emeka, you have done what the government failed to do. Years passed. Her hair turned fully white. Her steps slowed, but her light never faded. One morning, she didn't open her stall. Ada rushed to her house and found her asleep in her chair, with a peaceful smile. She was gone. The village wept. Men cried. Women sang. Children carried flowers. They buried her beside her husband and daughter, under the big tree by the river. The Giving Corner became a school. Her story was written in books. And every market day, her empty stall was decorated with flowers. Mama Emeka taught the world that wealth isn't about showing off, it's about lifting others. Even today, travelers who come to Umuoko hear the story of the market woman with the secret fortune. Some say her spirit still walks the market, smiling at every child who laughs. Others believe she left something greater than money, she left a movement. Her story reached cities. News reporters came. Her photo appeared in papers. Many young people from the village got scholarships. Women got small business loans. All in her name. And the villagers learned to see beyond the surface. They no longer mocked the quiet ones. No longer judged by clothes or stalls. Because anyone could be the next Mama Emeka. Kunle, the boy she caught that night, grew up and became a banker. He started rural financial education programs across Nigeria. He always told her story. I met a wealthy woman who wore slippers and sold tomatoes. His favorite quote became, kindness is the true currency of the wise. Mama Emeka had no Facebook, no Instagram, no television. But her name was famous in the right places, hearts. She proved that being remembered isn't about going viral. It's about going deep. Deep into lives, deep into broken homes, deep into hopeless hearts, and healing them, one kindness at a time. The children in the village now sing a rhyme. Old Mama Emeka, full of grace, put smiles in every face. Not with gold or silver chain, but with love that ended pain. Tourists who pass by stop to take pictures by her grave. They leave flowers, notes, sometimes tears. Her home has become a museum, with her wooden chest still untouched. Not for the money it held, but for the memories it kept. In that chest were also letters, books, and journals where she recorded her thoughts. She wrote about loneliness, love, pain, and purpose. And every page had one word underlined, give. No matter how poor you think you are, there's always something you can give. Mama Emeka's story teaches that true wealth is not in what you keep, but in what you release. Answer: the market woman's secret fortune was never just the money, it was the life she built with love. Moral lesson: Mama Emeka's story teaches us that riches are not always loud or flashy. While others chased status symbols and recognition, she quietly transformed lives with the little she had. In today's world where people often measure success by cars, houses, or social media likes, Mama Emeka shows us a deeper value: how many lives have you touched? The power of wealth lies in its ability to create change, lift burdens, and plant hope. Even with millions, if you haven't helped someone rise, your fortune is shallow. Long after Mama Emeka passed, her name lived on, not because she built mansions or owned a business empire, but because her kindness left a permanent mark. Her acts of generosity taught us that legacies are not built with bricks but with love. In a time when people forget good deeds quickly, her memory endured because she gave without expecting anything back. If we all chose kindness over pride and giving over showing off, we create a world that remembers us not just for what we had, but for who we were. The villagers believed Mama Emeka was just a poor, lonely market woman because of her simple looks and humble lifestyle. But behind that quiet life was a woman with wisdom, wealth, and purpose. This reflects a deep truth about modern society. We are quick to form opinions based on what people wear, where they live, or what they do. Her story teaches us that true greatness is often hidden in the most unexpected places. Everyone carries a story, and sometimes the people we overlook are the ones carrying the greatest treasures. Mama Emeka didn't wait for the government, NGOs, or outsiders to help her village. She started with what she had. Her generosity sparked a movement of change, unity, and growth. In today's world filled with complaints and blame, she teaches that we don't need to be powerful to make a difference. Whether it's helping a neighbor, teaching someone a skill, or listening to someone in pain, small actions can create lasting ripples. Change doesn't require wealth, it requires heart. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comments to our channel.